Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite. Fala aí, pessoal, beleza? Depois desse vídeo, não esqueça de dar uma olhada nas outras notícias do canal e curtir as redes sociais, que fica na descrição, para ficar sempre por dentro das novidades.
I'm not gonna die though.
Okay.
Oh man, Alex
Jeez,
laying it
shots
down.
fired.
This is what we're doing now. This is the truth. I
Taking
love
some damage though.
you have not had a perfect run so far, Alex. I just
Nope.
want to point that out. Oh. What if he died on the first screen?
That'd be amazing.
Ooh, the halberd.
Can you tell
Wait,
me?
how'd you get? Does it just show up?
It was there.
Oh.
Can you tell me a little bit about the main character here, or is it a bit of a mystery for in your universe?
It is a mystery. Basically, you start off on this expedition to come to this land of immortals, and that's really about as much as I can say.
Okay, perfect.
regarding what happens.
Is it you, Alex? Are you the main character?
Clearly, the likeness is
The likeness is
impeccable.
uncanny. Uncanny. Oh.
And so we do also have abilities, which are unique to most weapons.
Okay.
There are some general abilities, but this greatsword has a bleed attack.
Nice.
Cool.
And it deals damage over time. And so here I didn't heal, so I can open this chest.
Oh.
Kyle, what do you think about this? What was in the chest? I wasn't even paying attention.
The UI for it didn't show up.
Oh.
Aw.
But I believe it was this Magister's Cape.
Okay, excellent. You believe or you know?
I know. So we've got a couple like interesting items.
Yeah, walk me through some of this.
So this aura is sort of a passive that you can equip, and this one in particular increases all your stats by 5,
Okay.
but it is destroyed if you die.
Okay.
So, if you're feeling confident.
So now you just landed on what the name of the item should have been if you're feeling confident. The aura.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Ooh, this guy's tricky.
Careful, careful.
There you go. Yeah, do the jump slash.
So Kyle, you were just talking to us earlier before we started recording about your process for composing music, which starts by hand and then transitions into something else. Why don't you share that with our audience?
Yeah, because I think it's an exciting time to make music on the computer nowadays, and you can pretty much have like a whole orchestra at your fingertips.
Yeah.
Like setting up all these samples and everything. But there's a lot of dangers to that too, and that you can have some crazy ideas and then maybe they don't work for the orchestra and they don't sound good.
Okay.
Or, even worse is that you just start by playing what sounds good in your computer and then you don't come up with anything very interesting because you're just kind of like, oh, that works. That's easy to program. So I try to make things that are interesting on their own musical merits, and then it becomes a really painful process sometimes to program the music that way. But
to transition that, yeah.
yeah, because then sometimes, the samples don't sound good when you're trying to make them do something. But
Okay.
I've had the luxury of working on the score with these guys since kind of the beginning of them starting out. And so it's gone through a lot of changes, and I've really experimented a lot. So
Cool.
yeah.
Do you have formal training in music, or is it something that you picked up more as a hobby and then turned it into a profession?
No, I actually formally trained
Awesome.
under actually just composition.
Finally defeat the boss.
Okay.
And that's sort of to encourage players to keep doing better and keep trying.
Okay, excellent. So it's not like a completely throw your hands up into the air and admit defeat every time. Okay, that's cool. That helps people like me who usually die numerous times
For
during
sure.
boss encounters.
If you'll notice in the UI also, it says number of average deaths. And so there's going to be online component to this that, that
excellent.
tracks global deaths.
I love it. I love this composition, by the way, Kyle. So well done. And then
Thanks.
you said this was an older piece?
Yeah, so this was done. God, this was done. It's funny, I was telling you about upgrading the computer. This was done on a laptop when I was crashing on my friend's couch, and so I had to prop my keyboard up on pizza boxes.
Oh my God.
To compose it, and then.
Is there anything more game developer than that?
It was the perfect quintessential indie moment.
So this is the challenge, not destroying any of these blocks, which I don't think is going to work.
Oh.
That's
Is it
phenomenal.
possible?
That's
It is,
phenomenal.
yeah. I screwed up the first one. You have to pay attention to what's happening.
These deaths have been so perfect, though. I'm really glad that we're witnessing them. This Tundra Lord means business. Look at his face. Just look at him. He's a mean-looking dude, or dudette, or thing.
Yeah, like, you know, dudettes can be mean too.
Yeah, definitely. Especially dudettes with giant minotaur skull faces
Yeah.
and exposed bone. I
Exposed
think?
flesh, yeah.
Yeah, very chilling.
Oh no.
Oh no! All right, here it comes.
Oh god.
Oh, that would have been it already.
Okay, so you basically have to stack them on each side. I see. I see the method to your madness. Oh god. Oh god. Nope.
Come on,
Oh,
come on.
I don't
come on.
know.
I don't know, man.
Oh no.
I don't know. Oh, you cheated and you lost.
Death takes you.
Oh god.
Now, at what point does Death show up and he's like, come on. Come on.
He's like, I've had a long day, man.
You're
Stop
still,
dying for a
you're
little
still
bit.
on the Tundra Lord? Come on.
Well, he's got nothing better to do because everyone else is immortal.
I guess that's true. So how, okay, you know what? I don't want to ask a super specific lore question and back you into a corner, so I won't ask. Anyway,
can,
so how about that lore?
All of it?
Just please explain all of it. Begin. What else? I actually don't even want to ask Alex questions while he's playing. He's going to be in the zone.
He's in the zone.
Okay, I got this.
Oh, you're gonna try again? You don't have to do this.
This is
man.
gonna be my last attempt.
Okay, all right.
If it fails, I'm just gonna destroy them.
Okay, that's fair. Here we go. Here we go. Beautiful.
Doing good, doing good.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. That was tilting too far. But basically, once the Tundra Lord comes down, he destroys it. So you're not like that.
Okay. And how far into the game are we right now?
So this is most likely going to be one of the earliest levels.
Okay. Most likely. Remix. It's the end boss. Spoilers. Tundra Lord.
Whoops.
He's got some groove and dance moves, though, man.
Yeah.
The claw attack. He's really working it. This music's stressing me out, Kyle. Good job.
A lot of the music is really stressful to listen to. That was kind of like, that was some of the notes from John actually would be like, we want it to be really stressful. I was like, all right.
Oh yeah, to actually tell me about the process between, you know, White Rabbit and you. Is that like, did they just give you like, all right, here's a list of things we want to accomplish with this piece, and then you act on those and you give them like a melody, or how does that work?
Yeah, well, usually it was more like John would have a piece of music in mind already that he would sort of play the build himself, or he would play the boss fight and would listen to a bunch of different music and be like, hey, here's a couple tracks that I felt worked.
Okay.
And he would be really specific sometimes too. Like, I liked from like 36 seconds to 42 seconds of this piece. There'd be like one very specific musical thing. And so then I would be like, okay, he wants, you know, this chord or this style or something there. And then I would piece together a few different things.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
But yeah, he was usually very specific. Well, except for like, I don't know, another boss that hasn't been talked about yet, so I won't say anything. But there was one where he literally was like, I don't know what to do for this one, but something with, you know, electricity. And then I just sort of like had to go off of that.
Perfect.
Yeah, that would be a fun one to talk about. But
If we could.
if we could,
Yeah.
maybe when the game is out.
There you go. Do you do it?
Oh, you're on the last
No. Oh no.
last
God.
limb.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Alex. Oh god.
Jesus.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh.
Ooh.
Whew. Immortal defeated. Tundra Lord down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You still didn't do the ice block thing.
No, I'm
So, I
sorry.
mean,
E aí, gostou do vídeo? Dá aquele joinha, se inscreve no canal. Não gostou? Deixe seu comentário pra gente tentar melhorar. Falou, galera. Até mais. Abraço.